baby bus!
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
Papa Elephant and the Slide.
Oh no! Something terrible has happened! Sheriff Labrador, someone stole the slide from our blueberry terraces!
What? Leave it to me. I'll be right there.
After receiving the emergency call, Sheriff Labrador got into a police car and arrived on the scene in no time. He saw a group of young animals gathered around the location that had previously been occupied by the community playground slide. He also saw footprints on top of footprints scattered across the playground area.
Well, this isn't good. Any evidence from the footprints left by the slide thief has been covered over by the footprints of these kids.
The kids gathered around Sheriff Labrador at the sight of him. Some children tugged at Sheriff Labrador's sleeves, and some clung to his legs.
Slide! Slide!
Sheriff Labrador, we want to slide!
Yes! Yes!
Huh? Be careful, kids! Watch out!
As the children were pleading with Sheriff Labrador, a tall figure approached from not far off, carrying on his back a brand new slide that looked to be the height of a one-story building. The figure with oversized sneakers on his feet strode directly over to the crowd.
Hey, boys and girls, stop bothering Sheriff Labrador. See what I've got for you.
Thud! The tall figure placed the big slide on the ground before revealing his face. It was Papa Elephant.
Yay! A new slide! Here we go!
Once the slide was in place, the young animals scrambled to climb up to the top of it. Papa Elephant looked at the grinning kids, and a euphoric smile lit up his face.
Hey, kids, slowly, slowly, watch your step.
Ooh, I'm first! Me, 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 me!
I want to go first, too!
I want to be the first to go down the slide! Let's go down the slide together! Whee!
Dad! We got stuck again!
As several young animals went down the slide at the same time, they all got crowded together and ended up getting stuck midway down the slide.
Don't slide down together, kids. It's too dangerous.
Before Sheriff Labrador could do anything, Papa Elephant hurriedly stuck out his trunk and pulled the stuck baby elephant and other kids out.
Mr. Elephant, you're so strong.
It was nothing.
Papa Elephant scratched his head sheepishly and looked at Sheriff Labrador.
By the way, now that we have a new slide, you won't have to catch the slide thief, right?
Yes, I have to. The slide thief stole the slide. I must find out who did it and crack the case. Otherwise, the thief could try to commit another crime, and it'll be too late to stop the thief.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Papa Elephant smiled awkwardly when he heard what Sheriff Labrador said. Sheriff Labrador scoured the community, but found nothing. He went back to the police station. Unexpectedly, later that night, Sheriff Labrador once again received an emergency call from the Blueberry Terraces community.
We have a big problem. Sheriff Labrador, I just looked out the window of my apartment and noticed that the slide in our community has been stolen again!
Stolen again? All right. Please keep quiet about the missing slide and protect the crime scene. I'll be right there. That's so strange.
Sheriff Labrador hurried over to the Blueberry Terraces community once again. This time, it was dark. There was no one on the community playground, so the footprints on the ground were intact.
No suspicious animals were on the playground when the slide went missing. I think the most distinctive trail of shoe prints on the ground must belong to the slide thief. Now look at the shape and size of the shoe print. Aha! That's it! It's a pair of oversized sneakers. Feet this big aren't very common. Wait, Mr. Elephant was wearing a pair of oversized sneakers today.
Just then, from not far away, a voice broke through the silence of the night. Focusing his gaze off in the distance, Sheriff Labrador saw a figure lifting a bigger and prettier slide than he previously seen. The figure was swaying back and forth in his effort to carry the slide. It was Papa Elephant. However, Papa Elephant's expression suddenly grew disconcerted at the sight of Sheriff Labrador.
Oh, Sheriff Labrador, what are you doing? Are you looking for the slide thief? Oh, what an awful thing to do. That guy stole another slide. So I bought a new slide.
Papa Elephant put on a panicked smile. Then a sharp gleam flashed into Sheriff Labrador's dark, round eyes.
If my guess is correct, the so-called slide thief is in fact you, Mr. Elephant.
What?
I told the person reporting the crime not to tell anyone about the second stolen slide. So how could you have known about it? By the way, it's a bit odd that you bought a new slide less than 10 minutes after the second missing slide was reported stolen. Mr. Elephant, was that because you knew the slide theft would happen, so you bought a replacement in advance? And the most recent set of footprints on the scene at the playground would have belonged to the suspect, and those were your footprints. Mr. Elephant, why would you do something like this?
Then Papa Elephant bowed his head, his face full of frustration.
Alas, I did all of this because my baby elephant is so big that he always gets stuck in the slide when he plays with the other kids. I was worried they would blame my son for it and not want to play with him anymore. So I secretly replaced the small slide with a bigger one. But to my surprise, the kids got stuck in the big slide again. So I was planning to switch it out for an even bigger one.
Okay, that explains it. Well, Mr. Elephant, you've overlooked the root cause of the problem.
What?
Sheriff Labrador patted Papa Elephant on the shoulder.
The most important reason why your son got stuck on the slide is not his size. When I was out here earlier today, I noticed that he got stuck on the slide because the kids crowded together too closely, all trying to go down the slide together every time. That minor factor caused a big problem. None of this would have ever happened if the children had followed the rules and gone down the slide one at a time.
Huh? Really? Well, I was so worried about my son. I fess up to my crime, Sheriff Labrador. I'll bring back the slide I hid.
In addition, you will need to tell the residents of the community the truth and admit your wrongdoing. And you have to promise to never do it again.
Okay. Yes, I promise.